Alright, hello, welcome to today's little project update. Again, this is the Sherman IIa that the Polish 1st Armor Division had, particularly the 2nd Armor Regiment. Well, as far as the turret goes, the only change I needed to make, if you remember, I had to take off the rear stand for the heavy machine gun, because I drilled this one out already, because the gun was mounted in front of this hatch set, and this one could be removed then. So that's been done. Only thing left to do on this, and I will not do it till the very end, is drilling out that mounting point right there for an aerial. Alright, so that's done. I was playing the other day, had this on the table, and I was asked if, hey, are you modeling battle damage on this? Anyway, now this, like I said, I had to do a lot of cutting on this to prepare it to become an M4A1. This particular model, as it came from Warlord Games, was just a straight M4, and there were a few things different. Obviously, as I mentioned before, this is a welded side, needs to be turned into a cast side. So I had to cut right above where the star would be, and cut that in and cut this whole section away so I can round that out. In all honesty, I still need to go through and cut this down so I could, because this is supposed to be rounded off as well. I left the hatch here, on both sides actually, because the actual casting kind of joins up, it flows smoothly into that. And as you can see, I already started rounding out the back end there. Wherever there is, it's supposed to be, instead of being a weld, like I said, a nice crisp joint, it's supposed to be rounded. This will be sanded a little bit more to smooth out that curve, but this was just done with a hobby knife. Details were shaved off as appropriate. I did my best to leave these two intact. Over here, removed that segment of that lip that goes, because in the actual tank, the M4A1, that piece is gone, and this continues around here and actually merges into the hull just about as it passes the hatch here. So I had to carve that back a bit. Had to carve those down. Still need to do some more work on that. They'll be blocked, visually by track links, but I want to make sure the track links sit down there nice, so I'll sand that down a little bit more. Had to carve this hatch off, whatever that was. I honestly can't find a reference to what that particular piece was, but it was easy to cut off. The next step on this, literally, is to put some milliput together, fill it in, and just kind of round it out, hand sculpt it. I honestly think that I've got the front pretty well done. Once I do the initial application of the milliput and I take a look at the result, I'll see if I have to do any additional filing or carving. Most of it is going to be covered by tracks and those different details, but I want to be sure that it still looks the part even without the tracks. So now, this particular update has come to you a little bit late for safety reasons. Not that I was being safe, much the opposite. When you use a number 17 X-Acto blade, especially ones that brand new, bought the same just earlier, a couple hours earlier, you want to make sure that you're not carving toward yourself. I ended up slipping and cut all this entire length from here all the way down. So, I basically had to put this on pause for a bit while my thumb healed up and I was able to get back to work on it. So, it looks pretty good. I mean, I'm really starting to see the rounded case of the hull. So there's still a few details I'll have to carve out. I'm hoping to do some more of that tonight. But that's the Sherman IIa so far. It kind of feels weird to cut this apart, but it really, as I started doing it, really started to come together. All right, so thanks for sticking with me. Keep an eye out for the next update, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.